What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you. This one is for January 28th, Saturday's 11-game slate in the NBA. Rivalry week, rivalry weekend. Man, ABC is running a massive triple header. Denver, Philly, New York, Brooklyn, LA, Boston. Should be a fun Saturday. Thought we could start this video off by just taking a look at some injury news in the league and just identify some really important spots where certain guys are not going to be in the lineup and what that could do in terms of production for other players in the lineup. So scrolling down to Toronto, who is on the schedule tomorrow to play Portland. OG Anunoby took a really nasty fall today. I thought he broke his arm the way it was swelling up on the free throw line. I can't see him playing tomorrow, just the way that thing looked. He shot his free throws and then they took him out the game and he didn't come back. So all that means is that it solidifies more minutes for the other starters, and you'll see someone like Precious Achiuwa slide in and get more minutes, or Chris Boucher get more minutes, and that's about it there. The other places where news is super important. Minnesota plays tomorrow night against Sacramento Kings. They're at home. And Anthony Edwards looked like he banged up his wrist today versus Memphis. Finished the game, but you never know with these kind of things on a back-to-back especially. Maybe he sits, and if he sits, what that does for the prospects of like D'Angelo Russell or Jaden McDaniels or, all the other role players on that team, Kyle Anderson. So keep your eye out for any possible injury news concerning Anthony Edwards tomorrow. I mean, LA, LeBron's playing, KD's playing, or not KD, AD's playing. In Houston, Jalen Green's out, Kevin Porter Jr.'s out. Your two big uses monsters are out of the lineup. I mean, Sengun should have a monster game tomorrow. Huge role increase for him and the likes of KJ Martin, Jabari Smith. If Eric Gordon suits up, then Eric Gordon should see an increased role as well. So I'm really high on Sengun and KJ Martin tomorrow, as well as on the other side, the young guns in Detroit, Ivy and Duren. And Dallas, yes. So Luke is out. Big news. Probably going to be out for a few weeks. Just means that Spencer Dinwiddie gets to run the show. He's this year's version of Jalen Brunson. So he's going to do all those things. He's running the show. He's there to score points. So I'll be looking out for his point prop, which on props.cash is currently set at 24.5. And I like that. I'll be on the lookout for his fantasy score and maybe his points and assists, but that's about it with him. I'm more high on his points than any other prop line. And yeah, that's really it. Ben Simmons might not play tomorrow. He's questionable with knee soreness. If he doesn't suit up, then Kyrie sees a bigger role. Joe Harris, Seth Curry, that sort of thing. So let's head on over to Prize Picks and check out the board as it stands. Doing a great job tonight with adding plays because the schedule, the games are super early tomorrow. First one's at 2. So they're probably going to have this board filled up. Look at that. Now you have Celtics and Lakers on the board. Nice. So filling up very quickly now. We should see a full board probably within the hour. So be sure to keep your eyes out for these plays. So I thought what we can do is start off in Houston. Like I mentioned, I have my eyes set on these two young offenses. Super talented young players on both sides of the ball. Sengun, Duren, Ivy. These are my 3 guys that I'm looking at in this game. And I'm looking at points and rebounds for Duren. Points and maybe a PRA for Ivy. Sengun, I don't think all his lines are out yet. Yeah, just points and rebounds alone. I like his points and assists over points and rebounds, but he is capable of hitting triple doubles. So points and rebounds may be another way to go. And I will be interested in his fantasy score when that drops. Since Boston and LA is up on the board. Let's talk about Jason Tatum. I like Jason Tatum over on his points. If you think 30.5 points is high, you think that's too many, allow me to just remind you that Jason Tatum has hit this pretty consistently throughout the year. And against this Lakers team, going back to last season, he's averaging 38 points a game. He just steps up against the Lakers. He plays them really, really well. He has great games against the Lakers. And I think he could do it again tomorrow in Boston, taking on LeBron and AD. It should be a really good game. I'm looking forward to it, but I think Tatum gets his. You can also look at Tatum's rebounds, which he's been hitting pretty consistently. His assists, which are too low. And you can also look at his three-pointers made, which currently sits at 2.5. I like that a lot. Want to filter this splits to home, and you can see that he plays much better at home in front of the home crowd. Staying in LA, I like LeBron also. I like LeBron for pretty much the same stats. I like him for his points. I like him for his rebounds tomorrow night, and then I also like his assist. But the one prop that's not showing on Prizepicks right now is LeBron James made three-pointers. So currently it sits at 2.5. I can see him totally going over this because it's a big game. Boston, LA. I can see him, just coming out and trying to put on a show, to be honest with you, versus Jason Tatum, who currently sits, as a front runner, for MVP. So should be a good game between two megastars in Jason Tatum and LeBron James. You can also look at Al Horford's over 1.5 three-pointers. I don't think that's on the board. It is. Well, he's on the board, but that particular prop is not. So for Al Horford, yeah, that's really all I'm looking at are his 1.5 three-pointers made. And then a couple other places. Mikal Bridges over three-pointers made. Looks like he's back to the 3-and-D role. And with Cam Johnson in the lineup healthy, DeAndre Ayton in the lineup healthy, I mean, he came just short of hitting this against Dallas. Finished with 16. He needed 2 more points. It's possible. 17.5 is not too high. But I like his 3-point prop more because it's set to 1.5. That's a little low. And over the last 5 games, he's consistently hit this and then some. So that's another place you can look in terms of 3 points made. And he is not on the board yet, but I mentioned him earlier. Spencer Dinwiddie, Props.cash has his line for points set at 24.5, and I like it there. I'll be interested to see what his fantasy score is set at. Maybe his points and assists, but that's about it. He steps into a huge role, but he's not on the floor to facilitate and get others involved. He's scoring. He's running the show. He's going to try to score 40 points. So I do like his point line at 24.5, and when that drops, I'll more than likely be playing the over on that one. So as of now, super early look at the NBA slate. These are the players that I have my eyes on. With the final look video, I'll be sure to get that out a little earlier than normal because the schedule starts at 2 p.m. So super early start time in the NBA. And we'll narrow it down to a core group of 3, and then let it do what it do. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have. Thank you for stopping by the channel and checking this video out. Truly appreciate your time and just chilling out with me. Do me a favor and drop a comment below with your favorite player prop on the board, or if you've already locked somebody in. Also, let me know what you think about my early observations and looks into the NBA slate tomorrow. Do you like it, love it? Do you want to leave it? Do you want to hate on it? Whatever you want to do, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you either way. Thanks once again for stopping by the channel, and until my next video, Chavez is out.